Hey everybody, these tape tips were originally recorded for YouTube, so occasionally an episode may have a few moments that are better suited for watching rather than just listening. The link to the YouTube video is in the show notes, and if you're on Spotify, you can choose to watch the video right there. Thanks. Question: have you ever tried a hard climb or a hard move and immediately said, I think I just need to get stronger? But then, a few attempts later, you just do the thing? Did you somehow magically get stronger in those few attempts? No, of course not. Now, a lot of things could have happened in those few attempts, but what absolutely did not happen is that you gained strength. And by now, we should all know better than to use, I just need to get stronger, as an excuse to quit. But we keep doing it. I mean, look. You didn't choose to put time into this climb because you thought you weren't strong enough. You didn't choose to put time into this climb so that you could be a passive participant. However, I often hear the same two refrains right before people walk away from their projects. Number one is, I think I just need to get stronger. Number two is, I'll just keep at it. It'll come together eventually. Yeah, I know. Sad, right? Now in this video, we're going to discuss why those are usually the wrong responses. We're also going to look at simple, better responses to make sure that you have a fighting chance. Let's get into it. Here's a fact. Getting stronger takes a lot of time. Sure, you can make some quick initial gains when you start that journey, but after that, it often takes months, even years of work to make appreciable strength gains that will impact your climbing. You aren't going to do it with a session in the gym, and it's not going to happen before next weekend. So, unless you're just trying something that's obviously a distant future project, saying, I just need to get stronger, is saying, I think I need to wait for months or years before I try this again. It's also saying strength is the one aspect of this move or route or boulder that I don't have enough of. It's saying that you've nailed the correct beta, the body positions, the techniques used, the tactics, the mindset and belief, and more. All of it except for the strength component. That's just unlikely. The other response, waiting for a climb to just come together, assumes that you have no control over the process, which is just, well, sad. There are things we can't control, of course, conditions, if there's a crowd of people on your project, etc., etc. Pretty much everything other than your effort, your decisions, and your response to change. What your intention is when you get on the climb. But the process, you have nearly 100% control over that. A climb isn't just going to come together on its own. You're going to shape it in some way just by trying it. So you might as well bring real intention to that process. Look, the truth is, having worked with thousands of climbers over the past 15 years, I've seen a lot of people shape their process to take way longer than it should have. And they do that by not embracing their own intention on every single attempt. I mean, trying something from the ground again with the same beta or same approach and just hoping that something magical happens. And then complaining that you aren't strong enough when you still fall off of the same move, it's just not the way. Not ever. Immediately blaming your failure on a quality that will literally take years to develop, or worse, one that removes you from the equation entirely, it's simply a convenient place to hide from reality. Now, we as humans are actually pretty good at not overreaching our abilities. We're also very good at underreaching our abilities, but that's another video entirely. The point is, if you chose this climb to put effort into, it's likely that you chose it because you're capable of it. It's possible for you. And possibility is alluring. It's intoxicating because it requires us to be just that little bit better. That's what we all want, to get a little better. And there are absolutely ways that we can be a little better right then and right there. There are nearly always new tactical approaches that can open doors. On nearly every move of every rock climb, there are other options to explore, not to mention all of the moves leading to the move you're falling off of. Or interrogating your decisions leading to getting on the climb that day to begin with. Now, let's say that it's a single move. Failing to do a single move is often the precursor to, I just need to get stronger. One of our coaches, Nate Rollet, came up with the 7-try rule. Give that move 7 honest efforts. If you make 0 progress, then maybe you're right. Maybe you do need to get stronger. But if you make any progress, no matter how small, you create momentum where you couldn't before, you touch the hold for the first time, you latch it for a split second longer, or even that you just feel like you understand the move better, then that 7 count starts over. Most people never make it to 7. Most people do the move before they get anywhere close to that. Now, of course, there are a lot of nuances to this rule, and maybe we should make an in-depth video about it, but even at its most basic, it's an incredibly useful tool. Let me know in the comments if we should dig into this 7-try rule a little more. But in the meantime, I've already made a video about another tactic that can be used to help you stick really difficult moves. This one. The link is in the description. But if it's a route or a boulder that you've done the moves on and just can't seem to put together for some reason, you need to look at your tactics. 100% of the time that I've consulted with people who are failing on their long-term projects, they haven't explored all of the different links they should be doing. Their response is almost always that they didn't think it was necessary, that it would just work itself out. But it only works that way if you're nowhere near your upper limits. So instead, you have to ask yourself this. Have you done all of the obvious sections, including the full cruxes and the transitions in and out of them? Have you linked from the ground to the crux and from the crux to the top? From the ground through the crux and from below the crux to the top? Is there an opportunity to do a link to the top from lower than you already have? Even if it's doing the boulder from one move in, why not try it? Is it because you just hope that you'll start from the ground and you'll get lucky this time? That's the same as saying it'll work itself out. Hope is not a strategy. You have to be intentional every step of the way. So next time you think to yourself, I just need to be stronger, stop yourself and employ the 7-try rule. And next time your response is, it'll work itself out. Interrogate the tactics you have and haven't explored. Try something different. Don't wait to get lucky. Thanks for watching or listening. In the show notes, you'll find related links, videos, and episodes, as well as how you can subscribe to our monthly newsletter, The Current, where we connect the dots to help climbers learn, grow, and excel.